All right, 2024. Jordan is the GOAT, Star is hot, FLEER is not. Let's look at some of my price predictions and some unsolicited advice.
The 1980s basketball card market has changed. Let's talk what's currently happening with a focus on 1983 through 86 Star basketball cards.
All right, welcome to the 1980s Star Basketball channel. We actually talk everything 1980s basketball, but wanted to give my kind of as a follow-up to my my other video on what I was thinking for 2024, kind of price predictions, etc., and my investing strategy. But it's really a collecting strategy. But if you're just looking at prices this year and what I think is going to be good and what I'm actually picking up and what I'm seeing. So again, I'm going to reiterate, Star is holding up very, very well. I think Star is going to continue to hold up very well. And in certain cases, like certain Jordans, are going to continue going up this year. One of those is the big one is the 101/84 Star Rookie. I think that's going to continue to be very much in demand. And where it's going to be in demand, obviously, is the PSA. You know, you have just PSA collectors out there, but you also have people trying to cross over and BGS, the BGS with high subgrades. And when I say high subgrades, I mean, one, other than centering, I'm talking about edges, surface, and corners. When there's minimal card damage, those are the ideal candidates to cross over. I'll be having a whole nother video on that. But those high subgrades are very much in demand and have a premium. And those were the ones that actually I kind of focused on, and actually not to cross over at all. I just prefer with the 101, the centering is always an issue. That card just comes not centered. There's a very small percentage. So, you know, the centering doesn't bother me as much, but the 101, I think, is going to just in those high subgrades. And when I say high subgrades, I kind of mean anything 8.5 and above. An 8 might be okay, but really when you start getting into the 7s on some of those subgrades, like if you have a 7 corners, those are going to drop. So if you have maybe say a BGS 7.5, but you have 7 corners, that's going to drop the value significantly in that, you know, for just a BGS 7.5. They're not all considered equal. Same with the 8s. Any high subgrades, if you have 9s and 9.5s on your subgrades for 7.5 and above, there's going to be a much stronger demand for it. So I think that one. I also think the 288 Jordan Star, there's a low pop count. There shouldn't be, as opposed to its bag counterpart, the 195. But but for whatever reason, there's almost half as many. And I actually consider this, again, I've said this before, this is one of my favorite Star cards, if not my favorite card of him. Just young and, just in a great pose. But other than that, other Star cards, the reason why Star is holding up. While the market is tanking, Star is holding. 86 FLEER and others have just been steady declining, and I think that's going to continue this year. But some of the other Star ones I'm focused on this year that I see is that when they take off, they could really take off, are some of the rare ones, like the 83 Dallas Mavericks set in a bag or raw. Those have been strong 2023. From what I'm seeing from the price I'm looking, I saw a bag set sell around back last January, was around like 450. And now they're currently selling to 13 to 1500 range. So these things that are scarce in Star, the reason why is that you have these bag sets that are part of the base set. This Mavericks set is just incredibly difficult to find. Even back in the Beckett magazine, and I'll show you right here, you can see that those Mavericks are really, just high priced. They're very much in demand, and they command a premium, I don't know the print runs. I want to say, they're saying easily less than 1,000, but they just, now some of those are entrenched in collections. They just do not come up for sale. I've been watching for months and months to see one go up for sale. And I was lucky enough to actually get one recently. And, I haven't seen one in the 6 months that I've kind of been in Star. So, it's definitely something to look at in terms of something that's going to jump up in price. That's why you see some of these singles on eBay going up. Don't confuse this with the Arena set, the 83 Dallas Mavericks Arena set. So Star issued things. There was a base set, but they also, in certain places they issued where they could sell, they issued Arena sets. And Dallas, the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks, Lakers, and Celtics are some of those. So, I'm paying attention to those and acquiring those, and also oddball Star that aren't part of base sets that are very low price but are incredibly rare and hard to find. One of them is this Koch Sports Sidney Moncrief that I was made aware of. This one's actually the rare sample, and even has a kind of a shout out in the I believe it's starbasketballcards.com that has basically almost an article on this. But things like this that are very short printed or hard to find, I'm picking up 83 bag sets. Those seem to be really hot, and bag sets in general always had demand, but 83, just because one, their scarcity as Star picks up. And these bag sets, again, a lot are entrenched in collections. If you're going to want to put together a set, or especially something as nice as a bagged set, and again, bagged, I'm talking about, bag sets like this. The Star came in bags, so they came in team bags. And if you get all the teams in these bags, you have the base set, and that's really all there is to it. I think those are just an awesome, awesome collectible, and love to have it. You can basically have factory sealed, so very, very cool. Those are going to be the things that I think will continue to be hot. And if you're, for people who are just speculating and whatnot, here's the bone I'll throw to you, is that these are the places to be, things that are scarce and things that are in demand. Jordan is going to be and will always be demand. My kids all have Jordan stuff. They all actually call him the GOAT, and his friends. It's crazy to me that Jordan, he is a brand. He is just he's going to be forever, I think, basically a hobby focus and the focus. Other stars, I believe, kind of, like Bird or Magic, those just become names that come with time that people know, and they'll always have value, but they'll never even come close, because future generations, I think, will all know about Jordan as well. So that continues to be the spot. So my 2024 focus is going to be that. And not, again, base set Jordans, just those two. The subset ones, like, Crunch and Munch and things like that, I do want, but I'm not after first. So they're kind of next in line. And this comes to my unsolicited advice is, if you can really focus on and have patience to really go after the ones that you're trying to get, I think it'll make the collecting and investing more enjoyable. If you're like, oh, should I hold on to this because those other ones are going up? And it's like, well, if you really love that and you really believe in it, then keep it. I know that's kind of, hey, Captain Obvious, that's common sense, but we don't always execute, because the execution point is patience. And that's the hard part. A lot of us will want things to happen now, and if it's not happening now, then it's not as exciting. So anyway, I'm going to keep some updates weekly on some things that I'm looking at and some auctions and whatnot, and I'll keep you kind of posted. Other than that, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.